In the age of artificial intelligence, it's no longer about working harder, it's about working smarter. If you know the right tools and use them correctly, you can automate processes, respond to customers faster, and get more done with significantly less effort. AI is no longer just a future trend. It's already part of our day-to-day business. It's changing how we sell, how we communicate, how we plan, and how we make decisions. In this video, we are going to look at 10 AI tools that make exactly that possible, from automated customer conversations to financial analysis, all the way to data-driven decision-making and management. All of the tools you are about to see are already being used by companies, from startups to established businesses, to save time, cut costs, and increase productivity. Let's dive in. First up, YourAtlas. an AI voice assistant for instant customer calls. YourAtlas is an AI-powered voice assistant that automatically calls potential customers as soon as they submit a form on your website. The goal is faster follow-up, better qualification, and higher close rates, without anyone on your team manually picking up the phone. Here's how it works. A lead signs up for a call. Within seconds, the AI calls, asks targeted questions, collects key information, and then passes that qualified lead onto the right person on your team. What makes this so interesting is that YourAtlas can actually talk on the phone. It doesn't just send messages. That really matters in sales, where response speed is often the difference between winning and losing a deal. You can even train the AI to match your company's tone and sales style. Next, tool number 2 is an 8n.io, a platform for workflow automation. It's an open-source automation platform that connects your tools and automates repetitive tasks. The core idea is simple. You link services like Google Sheets, your email, Slack, your CRM, payment systems, and so on. And then you define what should happen when a certain trigger occurs. For example, a customer makes a purchase. That can trigger an invoice to be generated automatically. Then, the customer receives an onboarding email. They get access to your community. And at the same time, your team gets a notification via SMS or Slack. This all happens without anyone from your team having to do it manually. For growing companies, an 8n.io helps standardize repeatable processes and frees up your people from low-value admin work. You set it up once, and it just runs in the background. Tool number 3 is Lovable.dev, which lets you build apps and websites in minutes. With Lovable.dev, you can create apps or websites without writing a single line of code. You simply describe what you want, the product, the features, how it should work, who it's for, and Lovable generates a working version for you. For example, you could type, build a landing page for an AI automation agency that supports plumbing businesses in Europe. Lovable will then draft the entire page, including the layout, the copy, and the structure. In the past, this would take weeks or even months and usually required a developer. Today, you can go from an idea to a working prototype in a single session. Now, is this a full replacement for senior engineers working on complex products? No, of course not. But for MVPs, demos, client pitches, and internal tools, it's extremely powerful. It shortens your decision cycles, reduces the initial cost, and makes your business more experimental, because you can test more ideas faster. Coming in at number 4 is GetRevio, which brings AI-assisted sales directly into your chat. This tool turns your DMs on Instagram, LinkedIn, SMS, or email into structured, trackable sales conversations. Here's what it does. It identifies which of your leads are actually serious. It suggests what you should reply next, and it helps you book calls or even close sales directly within the chat. In the background, a lead scoring system evaluates how relevant each contact is. That means you know exactly who to prioritize instead of manually guessing who's worth your time. This is especially useful for agencies consultants, and service providers who get a lot of inbound interest through social media, but can personally handle every single chat in real time. In short, GetRevio makes your social selling scalable and measurable. Our fifth tool is SocialSweep.ai, which helps you see the real value of your network. In business, your relationships are often more valuable than cash in the bank. SocialSweep.ai analyzes your followers and connections and shows you who in your network is actually important for your growth. Maybe an investor is already following you. Maybe the organizer of a major industry event is in your LinkedIn audience. Or maybe someone in your network is directly connected to a company you love to work with. SocialSweep finds those hidden links for you, and it even suggests how to reach out in a relevant, natural way. The result is simple. You stop treating your network as just a nice to have and start using it as an asset that generates opportunities, partnerships, and revenue. This is especially valuable for founders, solo consultants, and creators who depend on getting access to the right people at the right moment. Next, number 6, HelloFrank.ai, your financial copilot. HelloFrank is an AI-driven finance tool that analyzes your numbers, flags inefficient spending, and gives you concrete recommendations on what to cut, what to adjust, and where to reallocate your budget. In companies with many subscriptions, tools, contractors, and variable costs, it becomes almost impossible to manually catch where money is being wasted. HelloFrank reviews your transactions, identifies areas with a weak return on spend, and highlights potential savings. This can include things like duplicate software subscriptions, underperforming marketing spend, or cost centers that don't match your revenue projections. The benefit is twofold. First, you protect your margins, and second, you improve your cash efficiency without just guessing. And importantly, the data remains private and isn't just fed into public AI models. In practice, this gives management daily visibility into financial health without needing a full in-house analytics team. Tool number 7 is Alysio.ai, which gives you central visibility into your revenue and marketing performance. Alysio.ai acts as a central analytics layer for all your commercial operations, sales, marketing, and customer success. It connects to systems like your CRM, ad accounts, and support tools, and then it can answer questions like, where do my highest value customers come from? Or which campaign has the best ROI? Or even which audience converts the fastest? The big advantage here is speed. Instead of manually building spreadsheets and dashboards, you can ask direct business questions and get direct, data-backed answers. Put simply, Alysio is like a revenue copilot. You can see what's working, what isn't, and where your next best opportunity is, without having to be a data analyst yourself. At number 8, we have Flexpay, a tool for recovering failed payments. Across all industries, roughly 13% of credit card payments fail. And it's not because the card is stolen or invalid, but due to technical reasons like outdated card info, missing confirmations, or routing issues. Flexpay.io focuses on fixing exactly that. The system detects failed transactions and automatically, quietly retries them in a smarter way. That means you save money you would have otherwise lost. You don't have to spam your customers with "please update your card details" emails. And you stabilize your recurring revenue streams. This is especially valuable for subscription businesses, membership products, or any model with recurring billing. In many cases, recovering just a handful of failed transactions per month is already enough to pay for the tool itself. It's one of those silent optimizations that really compounds over time. Tool number 9 is HeroHire, for AI-based recruiting. HeroHire automates your entire recruiting pipeline. It creates the job posting, screens applicants, runs structured first-round interviews, and then ranks the candidates for you. By the time you actually talk to someone live, you're already looking at a filtered shortlist of top matches. This is extremely useful for companies that don't have a full HR team in-house. Instead of spending weeks reading CVs, scheduling intro calls, and just guessing who might be a good fit, you can jump straight to the serious candidates. HeroHire evaluates skills, motivation, and cultural fit, and it does this consistently without getting tired or biased by its mood. The practical effect is that hiring cycles get shorter, teams can scale faster, and leadership spends less time on admin and more time on final decision-making. And finally, our last tool is precision. Come for data-driven company management. You can think of precision as an always-on data team that monitors your most important KPIs and tells you what matters right now. Here's how it works. It connects to systems like your CRM, your billing software, and your ad platforms. It builds dashboards and scorecards for your business. And then, every morning, it sends your team a summary of key metrics along with recommended next steps. This means everyone starts the day aligned. Where are we on revenue? Which channel is underperforming? What needs our attention this week? This approach replaces guessing, endless Excel reporting, and unfocused meetings. Instead, you get decisions based on real numbers, not assumptions. For any management team, that kind of visibility is critical. Without knowing your numbers, you simply can't scale sustainably. These 10 tools show just how deeply AI is already integrated into business operations today. In sales, marketing, finance, recruiting, and management, AI helps automate routine work, speed up execution, and make decisions based on real data instead of just gut feeling. The biggest benefit of all this is time. The more you automate, the more you can focus on high-value activities, your strategy, positioning, offers, product, and building relationships. Those are the areas where human judgment still matters most. AI is not a magic button. It's a lever, and the businesses that learn to use that lever effectively will have a clear competitive advantage. If you found this video useful, feel free to like it and subscribe to the channel here. We talk about practical AI in business, finance, and productivity, and how to apply it in real life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.